One of the things that's most important to me in all my movies are the performances, is the collaboration with the actors.
Let it play it out, and think, all right.
Edward's a movie director himself. He's a really good writer, a brilliant thinker, and a great actor. And in many ways, he couldn't have been a more ideal actor to play this role.
Edward probably got the least amount of time of any of us to wrap his head around the character, and he did he fully went for it.
The reasons you might admire Bob Dylan and reasons you might admire Pete Seeger can be divergent without diminishing either one.
The bases among you, male or female. Here's what you sing.
Getting to learn and play the music itself, to be honest, was a huge hook for me.
He understands who Pete was, he understands the music, and he is playing his own music. He learned the banjo.
I'm not a classically trained musician, but I know my way around guitar. Banjo is a really different instrument, but I had a good grounding.
Little Boxes, anyone know Pete Seeger's Little Boxes? Yeah, Malvina Reynolds wrote it, very good. This one knows.
This was a time in which music and the social issues of the day were interwoven with each other.
We didn't get the result that we thought was right, but we're free to fight another day.
There was also an opportunity for him to do something very different. Very often Edward is in darker films or plays darker characters. This guy, Pete, is a kind of angel.
You lifted my spirit so much, I might just float on home.
Getting to talk to people from that time who knew Pete Seeger is a huge gift. You're really challenged to find anyone who says anything negative about him. The level of enduring admiration for the way he conducted himself and lived his life is incredible.
Johnny Cash made himself into a kind of mythic or Western figure.
I see you in there.
I just felt Boyd would have fun with this.
Well, it's Johnny Cash. I did the voice coach, singing coach, about 2 hours a day for 5 months. Just immersing myself in him, his voice.
You better sing about that rooster crow until the break of dawn, because I need to learn the damn words.
Boyd made it his own, you know, it feels just as authentic and true as Joaquin Phoenix's performance of Johnny Cash.
I love the idea of Boyd's kind of masculine, dark energy inhabiting this role and how that would play against Timmy.
Oh. Hey there, Bobby. Carving out that sort of hollow tree within myself to get that resonance, which was a process, man. It took me a long time to do that. I dyed my hair brown and put on some more weight and put on a schnoz. And then we even had like spacers behind the ears. But playing like make-believe at this level is pretty high.
You playing tonight?
Yeah, that's what the program says, but I'm not sure they want to hear what I want to play, Johnny.
Who's they?
We pay money to go see a movie because we want to learn something about ourselves or the world or feel something. And that's going to only come from finding the part of that person that is also in you, but always carrying the part that is you with it. I'm not really interested in cradle-to-grave stories. When we make a fictional movie, we do a story about a specific moment, period, or section of a person's life where certain themes and conflicts bring certain ideas to a fore.
This movie covers 1961 to 1965, so blasphemously or not, depending on where you sit in the Church of Bob, this kind of covers the period of his life that's the least chronicled.
What I loved about this period in Dylan's life and in folk history was that there was such an incredibly interesting story, even if you have no idea about the folk music scene in the 60s, or Bob Dylan even. The story in itself is a kind of really magical and resonant story about being an artist and how we find our way in the world.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. Joblo remains an independent company, and we appreciate all of your support.